Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching, liking, commenting and subscribing. As I say at the start of everyone, if you do like what we're posting, please don't forget to give us a like, comment what you want to see or any questions you've got, and click the subscribe button. And if you click the little bell as well, you'll be notified of any new videos we post, which always should be on a Wednesday and Sunday, slightly delayed yesterday, so it's going to go up this evening on Thursday. A few different things in the video. As you can see behind us, I'm in a field of our Angus cows. We've been going around today weighing them all, which is an important job we do. And then I'll also show you a few clips of the indoor potatoes in our polytunnels, and also maybe a bit of the asparagus machine, which has been getting the beds ready earlier this week when it was dry. But for now, I'm going to go and feed these Angus, and then we will show you some clips of us weighing them. So these are our Jersey Angus. This is the group here. Sorry about the sun shining the wrong way. So these are half Jersey, half Aberdeen Angus, and they are currently grazing Italian ryegrass. We're fortunate. There you go. There's one chomping away. We are fortunate that the grass has still been growing. It's been quite a mild winter, so there's still a lot of grass around, and we can. These have been outside all winter. Got their nice furry coats, you can see there, keeping them nice and toasty. They're still growing well, but we got to feed them. We feed them some rolled barley as well. So I'll just go and grab the sacks of that and get them fed. So I've got the barley. Well, no, it's actually wheat in the sack here. I'm like their best friend when I bring this to the field. So there's one bag for them, and they absolutely love it. It's like the cow equivalent of like their sweets and chocolate. So they'll devour it. We'll go and get one more sack. So we feed them the rolled wheat or barley. That just helps them. Helps them to keep growing well and to put a bit more fat on, because unlike our dairy cows, which we have to produce milk, these are a beef breed. So we're rearing these, looking after them, trying to make them put on lots of weight, so that then when they go to the abattoir, there's a lot of nice meat on them. So that's where we get all our steaks, roasting joints, burgers. So to make sure they grow nice and fat. And that's what we're going to do in a bit. I'll show you some clips from yesterday when we were out and we were weighing of all of our groups of Angus, and that just tells us how much they're growing, and then we can select out the ones that are ready to go off. You can see they all love these. They love their wheat. Munching away. So it's all homegrown. So I say they graze all year, pretty much all the time outside on grass, varied grasslands. We can say here it's all Italian ryegrass. This is all following a potato crop, so they're making the most of a cover crop that's in here. During the summer times, they'll be grazing meadows down at Grooville, which helps with the conservation as well. And then all of the feed they're being fed is also homegrown on the farm. So it's a really sustainable way of producing beef. So when you sometimes hear that beef production is bad and it's bad for the environment, I can assure you the beef we're producing as farmers on the island is really sustainable.
So once it gets here, we got to drop the level to the floor. So we take out these ram stops, we flip this metal back, go around the other side. The the other side pops out, and then it can be lowered to the floor.
Number one driver, Fernando. Hello. Say hello, Fernando.
And then we disconnect it from the tractor before moving the tractor away, and then unhooking all these gates and get it all set up. And then this is us, you'll see, sped up. Wish we could do it this quick. Catching all the Angus and getting them in their pen ready to be weighed.
What up? Expertly done. Well, Fernando, very good. And they come into here. On the bottom, underneath, can't really see, it's a bit mucky, there's scales under there, and it's weighed on this. This one weighs 455 kilos. We usually aim anything from 450 upwards. We will then take, they go off the avatar, they come out the front, all the way down. You can see back down there, comes out the front way. Not very easy making notes. Hannah's writing down the weights they go through. Off he goes. Goes through the front. Go on. All the way out. If we need to, this front can close as well. But today we're just weighing, so we don't need to do it. You can see there, locks the front. If we need to handle them or put new tags in, we can do that. But this today, we just leave it open. The scales at the back. It's 458. Next one comes in. Ooh, 512. 0324 301 84. 512. Biggest so far. All done, and we can take the gates off. Pins come out. See the pins there. And the gates go on the side. And then the gates hang up onto the side.
So that's it all packed up. All the crushers back up, gates are on the side, strapped up, and we can go off to the next field. As you can see, it's not always exactly dry. Lots of people say, oh, we're so lucky to have dry weather all the time, but we do get wet weather as well, as you can easily tell by this video. So I thought, whilst we were near the area, we'd pop in and look at our organic Jersey Royals. So that's what these are. These are organic Jersey Royals polytunnels, and these were planted in between Christmas and New Year. Most of them are done, with an odd one done in the New Year. So unfortunately, before we start the channel, so I wasn't able to show you the planting process. But as I said, these are organic, so we do grow a few crops organically on the farm as well. So these are planted beginning of Jan, they're now growing really well. Being organic, it means we can't control weeds. We have to use all manual or conventional methods. So these were passed with bankers a week or so ago. That's just taken out most of the weeds, and there's still a few growing, but hopefully now with the potatoes growing well, it's going to reduce, basically, or there'll be no light getting down to these weeds, and they should be smothered out and they shouldn't cause too much of a problem. One of the biggest issues we get with our organic crop is the control of blight, so potato blight. This is a fungal disease which usually starts on the underside of the leaf. Fingers crossed at the moment, we haven't got any, but yeah, basically conditions are pretty shocking at the moment. It's kind of wet, misty, foggy, drizzly, kind of above 10 degrees most days now, which is kind of like, blight loves this type of weather. Ideally you want nice sunny, dry days so that during the daytime the leaves really dry out and there's no moisture or dampness left on them, and that just stops the formation of blight. But kind of, we just got to keep our fingers crossed. Not much we can really do apart from hope. Crop is looking really well, it's always the way, but then hopefully if we pull one up, we can see how far off they will be. So you can see they're just very, very close, just starting to form. You see there? Just starting to form their tubers, or the little new potatoes. So still a little way away. You can see that was the seed potato we planted, and then these are all the little new potatoes growing off. So yeah, they've still got a long way to go. Hopefully they'll be ready first week of April is the plan for these. So we keep our fingers crossed that we can keep the blight out of them until they're ready to harvest.
So we are here down in the asparagus fields. As you can see, these are all the asparagus beds. So we've been out this morning cutting the ferns back. That is a fern there. This is how high they grow. I might go over the other side and show you where we haven't cut yet in a minute. But Pawel is here in the John Deere 6120M, and he is, to show you the front of it, John Deere 6120. And we've got a pillows machine, and it is working the sides of the beds and re-ridging, just taking away all the weeds in the ground to make a nice clean bed prior to the season or to the crown start growing again. So I might try and dig up a few after and explain to you how the asparagus actually grows. But yeah, it's always a bit of a challenge down here. We're very low, not far away, just behind those houses over there. We're right down at the rock on the east of the island, quite low lying, so sometimes during the winter it gets quite flooded down here. But fortunately we're managing to travel today, because you have to get this job done before it gets too late in the spring, otherwise the crowns restart growing and you can actually damage them when you pass this machine. So good to get it done. So thank you very much again for watching today's video. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Just giving you a quick summary of a bit about our Angus cattle we keep, along with our Jersey royal potatoes that are growing in the polytunnels, and then finally just finishing off with a bit of asparagus preparation, as the season is going to be here before we know it. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and let me just see, I better shoot quickly before my son he's trying to chat to the cows, I think. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next video on Sunday.